the end of 2024, my co-founder and I ventured out to go speak to a few SMEs, speak to clients and potential customers to really understand what people are going through. The main problem that we identified was load shedding. In South Africa, we usually have periods where you don't have electricity due to the high demand, but also the low supply of coal. So we spoke to people, what do you do during load shedding? How are you tackling this challenge? Just to understand how people are interacting with this and also to ensure that we're building a solution that people need. So we went to SMEs, they told us that actually what they would like more is gas, because gas is expensive. LPG, South Africa actually imports LPG from a neighboring country. So they told us that they'd much rather have us provide them with gas, but also they produce so much food waste. So it would be better for them to encourage a circular economy, and they get carbon credits. So what was interesting for us was that the SMEs actually are interested in our solution. They just needed us to reframe it into something more reliable for them, gas, something that they can get about 9 kg per month. So that was quite an interesting insight. The fact that people don't want lights per se, they just need a way to cook, and yeah. It was a panel discussion with Makidis from Ethiopia, Musa, who's an investor, and Antonio Portobello. So they spoke about what does it mean to build an investor-ready business? Do you have clients that are interested in your solution? Are you solving something real? And is it possible to implement what you're thinking and planning in the country that you're in? Because sometimes you may be innovating a solution. Yes, it might not work in your own country, but it could work in another country. Makidis she's actually a global innovator. She's been in incubators and accelerator programs where she was taking her startup and translating it into the context of the various countries that she was involved in. And so also one thing that Musa really emphasized is the importance of doing your feasibility studies. At that point, I didn't understand what it meant to do a feasibility study. So then that's why I actually went out and I spoke to people trying to understand what is the nature of your relationship to the problem. And also trying to hear the fact that people are interested in recycling, in green energy. So that was really insightful for me. But also just speaking to my fellow peers, trying to understand what are our mindsets and how do we aim to innovate together in this industry. That's how my co-founder and I are working together, both youth. He's in mechanical engineering, I'm in information systems. We're just really excited, we're passionate about this, speaking to companies that also are willing, they're working on biogas initiatives. And I think one thing that I took away from last year was communicating with people, being curious and actioning the insight that you actually get. I actually watched an interview by the Minister Fikile Mbalula yesterday, and he was talking about in South Africa there's 49.1% of youth that are not involved in education, not involved in training, not involved in employment. So with the high level of unemployment, but also not everyone is as highly skilled as necessary, because that was also one of the problems. He was talking about in-demand skills. With Waste to What, we aim to empower people of different skill sets. So we have waste pickers, we have waste sorters, we have marketing people, we have engineers, we have business strategy people, we have finance. With these different departments, we aim to empower whole communities through this initiatives, but also solving for climate change and ensuring that youth do get employment opportunities and they build their skills and have that confidence to say that they can contribute to the economy and the South African global market.